How powerful is IOIs, indicator of interest, when it comes to women? Well, hello guys, I am Mrs. Silk and welcome to my channel. And today I want to talk about IOIs. And I believe that IOIs are way overrated. Many guys out there think that when women look at them and perhaps smile or give them a smirk, that itself is an invitation for a date or something similar, at least to a conversation. And I would say that this isn't the case. I've been approaching thousands of women, and I have clients, and those together have approached maybe 50,000 women today. And many guys get surprised over the results they get, because in the beginning, most guys think that women that actually look at them and smiles, those are the women that are easiest to approach. So they're approaching the woman that actually smiles and give them a smirk, and then they cannot really pull it off. They can't really get the contact details that can lead to a second date. The conversation might go quite well, but not well enough to make anything happen. So when we look at approach the women into two categories: those that actually give some kind of indicator of interest, and the other group that doesn't give anything at all. They didn't even see you. And then we're going to measure the results. The surprising fact is that those that didn't give the guys any indicator of interest went actually better than those that gave the indicator of interest. And why is that exactly? Well, the reason why women give indicator of interest, I believe, is mostly linked to that person's personality trait. That girl, that woman might be just flirtatious. She might just be playful in the way of just being. And when she's giving you IOIs, like she giving you, eye contact and smiling and giving you again a more intensive eye contact, you are not the only one she's giving that to. She's just doing that mostly for fun, mostly because that gives her some kind of a playful vibe in our day-by-day life. But that doesn't mean that she won't do anything with you. Well, I will not say no one. Of course, she will still go into the pool of women that need to be worked up a little bit before they actually want to do something with you, going out on a date, to a coffee meeting and so on. So she will not, stand out in terms of being extra interested towards you. She will just be one of many random girls. If I would compare myself with all the approaches I did with women, didn't even look at me. They didn't even knew that I was existing. And I come up and say, "Excuse me, I just had to come and say hi. I'm Michael." If I look at that statistics, compare with those women that actually look at me, and then I just felt like I have to pull the trigger right now because she's looking at me. She probably want to talk with me. She probably want to date me, so I have to pull the trigger. And when I went up to her, she was just surprised and then just standing there smiling. And I just did my thing, talking, asking questions, went into a certain depth in order to make her, make the conversation feel good. And then when I got to pull the trigger, nothing happened. She wasn't interested. Many times she had a boyfriend already. She was married and so on. And that made me a little bit confused, because I was thinking back in the days that when a girl is giving you eye contact and smiling, that signals availability. Like she's single, she's available for date and so on. And I was always surprised how I got rejected by those women that show that kind of interest in the beginning. And then I just noticed that that kind of behavior towards women, that kind of behavior with women, are more linked to their personality than it is linked to you being interesting in her eyes. You see, it's a huge difference. So what is my main point here? Well, when someone gives you an indicator of interest, of course you should still pull the trigger and go up and say hi. You should, definitely. But you should not only wait for those situations, because women that haven't looked at you, the women that have shown zero interest towards you, could be easily more interested towards you once you open up, compared with the woman that gave you a lot of signals to come and talk with her, it looks like. And then when you come up and talk with her, she's not interested. So I want you to just forget about the idea that you have to approach a woman if she shows some kind of interest. Stop thinking like that and see all women as potential dates, potential women to meet later on. And yes, you don't need any kind of indicator of interest to actually go approach and introduce yourself. So that's the main point. Anyway guys, I'll see you in the next video.